Hello, building blocks. Hi, Lydia. We are here for Landon's appointment in spot number 7. Okay, thank you. Hello, everybody. It's been a minute. I feel like I've worn this sweatshirt. It's the Buff Bunny one. I feel like I've worn it a lot lately in the vlogs, and you're just gonna have to excuse it. This is like one of my favorite sweaters to wear. I have like a few. Like I go between my Summers in Alaska sweatshirts and then my Alaska Mama one and then this one. So today Landon has physical therapy. He's back there. It's dark. Wanna say hi, bud? Hi. He's got physical therapy today, and actually we are getting him evaluated for OT as well, which is occupational therapy, which is like fine motor skills. He's actually had a referral for this for a while, but Building Blocks just had an opening, so they are getting him in today. So he has an hour of physical therapy, and then there's an hour break, which we'll go get him a bite to eat and stuff. And then he's got a 2-hour evaluation for that. So that is on the agenda for today. My wonderful aunt has so graciously offered to watch the kids for me, so it's just me and him. And that's like amazing. I also am meeting up with somebody later today, and I'm kind of excited about it. You will just have to hang on for my little special guest. I don't think I'm gonna vlog it because it's awkward, but I will talk about it, okay? You'll see. And I get to show you something. Somebody is bringing me something. Oh, they're coming out. Let's get your mask. Here's your mask. Okay, I'll catch you guys up after this. Hi, how are you? All right, he is in his physical therapy. He's in there for an hour, and I wanted to kind of update you guys on some stuff that's been going on with me, just because you guys have been wonderful, and I have not been vlogging as much as I'd like to be, so I feel like every time I do one of these videos, it's a complete like life update. But here's a little life update for me. As you guys saw, the whole journey with Landon obviously caused a lot of stress. I've just noticed that I'm not taking as good care of myself as I need to, and so I'm trying to like make these changes. Anyways, for those that like have not dealt with like high stresses, or maybe you don't realize like the toll it takes on your body, it truly does do more damage to your body than you even realize. I have obviously gained a little bit of weight lately, and that's a cause from stress. Also, there's some other things. I did not realize I am a teeth clincher. I'm gonna point out my flaws right now. So I went to the dentist a couple weeks ago for my normal cleaning. I wasn't able to get in with my kids. I was under a lot of stress when we ended up doing their teeth, and I just was like mentally overwhelmed, physically overwhelmed. I wasn't sleeping. And I was just like sick feeling because I was so stressed out. And so I ended up not getting my cleaning when I took my kids in. I adjusted because the light was like shifting and it was like unfocusing on my face. I went to the dentist a couple weeks ago, and I've actually got fractures in my teeth because, not realizing, I actually clench my teeth like this and like this on my front teeth, and it has caused them to actually fracture. This tooth has 2 fractures in it, and she was pretty concerned about that. And then I have a fracture down on the bottom as well, and then my back tooth up here. If you guys saw my little dental nightmare, I'm gonna throw it up here. I had to have a tooth pulled up here, and the only tooth in the back is like under so much stress because when I bite down, it hits that probably more than it has. And along with like my clenching, because I also like just bite down on my teeth when I'm like thinking hard about something, like not even realizing I was doing it. And it is damaging that tooth I have back there like extremely bad. They did give me a temporary night guard, but truthfully, I catch myself doing it all day long. Did not realize until they like mentioned it how much I do it, and I'm like purposely trying not to. So long story short, I have thought about getting Invisalign. My mom works for a dentist. Not only is it going to straighten my teeth, with my teeth are not super crooked, but okay, so this is gonna get up close and personal. You can tell the bottom of this tooth is misshapen because of my clenching. So see how it's like wavy? That tooth is like wavy. I did have braces when I was younger, but didn't wear my retainer. I've thought about it for a little while, but I really didn't want to spend money to straighten my teeth a tiny bit. It's more to like straighten them up a little bit, and then it's actually going to help my clenching. It's not going to put so much pressure on those teeth that I'm clenching. So also it's going to make me like very aware of it. And I also, this is disgusting, but I chew my cheek. Like, it's just so gross. Okay guys, I don't realize I'm doing it. Lance always catches me, and I know it's bad for you and it's not good and I shouldn't do it, but I don't even realize I'm doing it, and then I'm like causing damage to my cheeks. Anyways, I am going to be getting Invisalign here. I have my, it'll probably be after this, but on Monday I have my like consult appointment for that. And then last week I had my consult to have my LIPOMA. It's the fatty tumor that is on my elbow. I was hoping that it was just gonna be like a super easy appointment, and he was gonna be like, oh yeah, sure, no problem, we'll just cut it out here in the office. He probably could, but he said he actually feels more comfortable having me in an OR because it is a pretty large one. So I actually have to have surgery to have that removed. It's going to be a mild sedation, so it's not going to be a full-on sedation. But do you guys want to see my fatty tumor? Should I show it? It's really gross, guys, okay? It's really not that gross. It just looks like a lump under my skin. But if you are squeamish of things, go to this time and just skip it. So, last warning, I'm gonna show you. You can kind of see like the discoloration. I'm gonna try to grab it. My arm is really deformed looking right now. So this, if you can kind of see in there, it's a pretty large fatty tumor. Anyways, that's it. It's pretty large. I don't know, 2 inches. So he's just gonna go in. It's probably gonna be a very quick appointment. That surgery is going to be on March 15th. Like I said, it's a mild sedation. Basically, I'm just not gonna remember anything. And they're gonna cut it out of there, and then I'll be good to go. He said I probably won't even need any kind of like strong pain medication. I don't do well on strong pain medication, so I'm not against like taking it when you need it. Like there is times that you absolutely need it, but it upsets my stomach so much that like sometimes I'm still in pain, but I'm like getting sick at the same time, and there's nothing like worse than being in pain and vomiting. So anyways, the reason my little fatty tumor has been bothering me lately is because anytime I would get pregnant or anytime I would be under a large amount of stress, it would grow. And obviously the stress that I went through with Landon, I noticed a huge difference in the size change. That's kind of the reason all of this has just kind of come to the forefront. Guys, I'm really trying to like work on myself and like make time for myself. Right now, my struggle is my house. And I know this is a struggle for a lot of people, but I feel like I'm constantly stressed out because my house is just a wreck all the time, and it makes me cranky and I don't like it. I'm not someone that needs a perfect house. I just like things put away where they belong. I'm just trying to work on decluttering our house and like purging just a lot of stuff that doesn't bring us joy, that we don't use. It's so important to take care of yourself, and I couldn't even think about taking care of myself, and I know that's not what you're supposed to do because you just run down to E, but when Landon was going through that, I couldn't even, like, I literally was like in tears thinking about spending time on myself. Like, I just could not do that. So now I am paying the price of that, and I'm just learning to care for myself. If anybody knows of a show that wants to come to North Pole, Alaska and organize my house, I would take them up on that. The organization part of everything is so stressful for me because I just don't know how to organize. Like, I know how to like kind of find homes for things, but like organization is not my area. I'm gonna go get some gas, and I don't know what I'm gonna do. I have another like 30 to 40 minutes. So anyways, okay, longest intro ever. I just jumped on live. If you don't follow me on Instagram, go follow me there. If you guys want to say hello, hello from Seward. There's all our friends. Thank you. Look at that, bud. There you go. Woo! Yeah, thank you. And, oh,
Yeah,
Thank you so much. You too. We got a breakfast burrito to share because Sunrise has massive breakfast burritos. Like, oh, maybe they're a little bit smaller now, but like still plenty of food for both of us. Then Landon got his Italian soda. I got my usual, which is a white chocolate Americano with cream, and I got it half calf, so they did 1 shot of decaf, 1 shot of regular, so there's like a little bit of caffeine, but not too much, and I don't get so crazy. Okay, wow, this is hot. Oh, they did cut it in half for us. All right. Landon is all done with OT, and she actually asked if I wanted to come in, that I totally could, and that she could kind of get my perspective too of like what I want him to improve on. So that was kind of good to like see him. So that actually went really well. It was pretty basic like OT stuff. So OT is what I said before and I always forget the name of it. Oh my gosh. But basically like fine motor skills. So like she had him draw stuff, and then she had him like switching things with his hands, which is, this is just mind-blowing to me, because when they got the referral, it was a few months ago, and that was like when he really needed the OT stuff. She's like, you know what, I could make a case kind of like either way. It sounds like what you guys are doing at home is like continuing to strengthen him, because he loves art. So he's drawing a lot. They play with Play-Doh. They like to do little art things, and his hands have improved tremendously. Like everything else, his hands have even gotten like so much stronger. So, and another thing, which this is so crazy to me, he used to be able to touch his hand to his wrist, like completely flat. And I don't know if it's like the treatments that they're doing or what, but everything seems to be tightening up because he can no longer do that, which is such a good sign, because when you have muscular stuff going on and you have joint stuff going on, that makes it even worse. They just work against each other. And so that's something new that has kind of come up recently. He was like, Mom, I can't touch my thumb to my arm anymore. And I was like, what? That's awesome. That's good news. All right. That was only about an hour. He was able to do so much, I think, is why it was like shortened. He was able to do everything, and it was just, the only thing with him is, again, his endurance, and his hands get a little shaky, like kind of tremory. So we're going to continue working at home, but I think we are going to do once a week for like a short term, and just kind of get his hands a little bit stronger and kind of give us ideas on what we can do. So I'm excited for that. I'm excited to have a little bit more. I'm hoping they can schedule him on top of his PT. That way we can just come here, I drop him off for 2 hours instead of 1, and he, you know, is able to do both things. Again, I know I've talked about it a lot, but building blocks in Fairbanks for occupational therapy, that's what the OT is. I always forget the name of it. Occupational therapy, speech language, and physical therapy. And they are fantastic. I have just, I don't know, every time I work with them.
Maybe the best physical therapy.
The best physical therapy? They're amazing. Eric has just been like super amazing through all of this. He's just done such a good job of like caring for Landon and like what Landon needs, that it's been amazing. So, all right, I think we're gonna run to Michael's because we have some time. We're gonna run to Michael's and get some art stuff so he can use those fine motor skills, and we're gonna get him stronger. Eyeballs are.
And like how tiny like the other ones are like.
I know. That's so cute. We could put those in the van. Wouldn't that be funny?
Yeah. Yeah, like driving, put them on the front.
Yeah.
Smile. People would be like, woo!
Landon is definitely like my very artistic kid. He loves art, and especially since his hands have gained strength back, he has been like drawing like crazy. He watches YouTube videos and just like draws what they show him how to draw. It's insane. That has been his joy lately. I'm really trying to encourage it because not only is like art good for you mentally, but like it's physically good for you. So we've got all sorts of fun art things and clay, and he's picking out a few pens right now. All right, we're all done at Michael's. Did you get what you wanted?
Yep.
Yeah, that was like $85 and stuff. Why is art stuff so expensive? But he got some clay, he got some markers, we got some stuff for the kids. They got some little like color changing cups, like anything to make drinking water fun. All right, here's a little flash forward. I'm sitting here editing this video and I did not explain what was happening. Terrible vlogger. But basically, Ben down in Anchorage, he has Expedition Barbecue, had made me a brisket because his wife was coming up to Fairbanks. Their two kids had tournaments here for wrestling, and so he made this brisket and like wrapped it crazy, and they drove it up here from Anchorage or Wasilla, and it was still warm, which is so crazy. But that was kind of the backstory. Amanda had driven it up and I met her and picked it up, and she was so wonderful. That was just the story of where the brisket came from. They're amazing. All right, we're gonna go meet Amanda and get a brisket. It's so crazy. Just kidding. I forgot I have to pick up groceries first. Go get groceries, then go see Amanda. So I just picked up groceries and the guy was like, oh, I was telling my coworkers about your YouTube channel. And then he goes, but you post more about Safeway and Costco than you do about us. And I was like, oh. You guys all know I love Fred Meyer the most, right? Because they're my favorite. The only reason I don't have to film anything in here is because they do all my shopping for me. Like, that's my favorite. I guess I could do like a click list haul. That would be kind of fun to like show you guys. This was a very random run. This is like super random stuff. Like we were out of like mouthwash and stuff like that. But maybe the next time I do a click list, would you guys be interested in like a click list haul, like showing you what I get on my click list? I don't know. Anyways, let me know down below if you would or would not like to see that. All right, I got home and it's just been crazy. Like I had to put the groceries away and the kids get like so wound up when I get home. I did meet Amanda for the brisket and I can't believe that thing was still like hot. She just drove it 360 miles away. So shout out to you, Amanda and Ben, for making this brisket. I'm so excited. It is in the oven, just getting back to like hot temp, and I forgot to turn the oven on. It was on, but it was too high, so I went to go turn it down. Instead of turning it down, I turned it off. And so we've been sitting here like trying to wait for this thing to warm up, and I didn't have the oven on, so noobed out. Everybody, what a good day today with the occupational therapy. I was just so relieved that they saw how well he was doing. She was blown away by what she was reading about him last fall. She couldn't believe it was the same kid, and kind of left it up to me whether or not he was going to need or want occupational therapy. And we went ahead and decided to go once a week. So he'll do physical therapy for an hour and then OT for an hour. And it would make me feel a little bit better, because he does get tired after a little while and his hands start to get a little bit shaky. And so we're gonna do that for 3 months and then kind of see where he's at. If you hear beeping, it's because my dishwasher, I just turned it off, it's so loud. It's an old dishwasher and it's so loud and it keeps beeping because I just popped it open and it's reminding me that it's not closed. Anyways, that's what the sound is. All right, this was a long one. Landon has his infusion tomorrow, so it's gonna be an early morning. I am just exhausted today. I felt like I just ran and ran and ran all day long. I so appreciate my aunt. I called her last minute thinking that today was actually tomorrow, so I thought I was calling her a day ahead, and I was like, hey, could you come over tomorrow and watch the kids? And then I was like, oh my gosh, it's today. And she just, like, with an hour's notice, ended up coming over and like watching the kids. And I'm so thankful that she did, because I was able to be there with Landon for his OT. Anyways, it was just amazing of my aunt to come and watch the kids like with an hour's notice. It was fantastic. So thank you, Auntie, for all that you do for us, because I appreciate you. Again, a huge shout out to Ben and Amanda for the brisket today, because that was legit. Oh my gosh, I didn't even talk about the brisket. Oh, I haven't even updated you guys on the brisket. Okay, you saw it in the video, but whoa, guys. Literally the best brisket I have ever had. It was not dry, it was not salty. You know how like sometimes you get a brisket and like the rub on the outside is like really salty? That was so perfectly seasoned. The crust was amazing. It was just, sorry to say the word, but moist. It was just insanely moist. Thank you, Ben and Amanda. This little like community of people that we have like created is just amazing, and I'm so grateful for just such like positive and loving people. I appreciate having those type of people in my life. It has brought me so much joy, and I feel uplifted and loved. All right, I'm going to end this. Thank you guys so much for coming along today. I hope you enjoyed the video. Hit that like, hit that subscribe, and we will see you in the next video. Bye!